Hello, my name is John. I'm here to introduce you to the en passant rule. So if we look at the board here in front of me, let's say we have a white pawn here. The white pawn is moving this direction, black pawn is going here. Now if the black pawn moves here, white can take it. This is a normal rule in chess. Pawns take one square diagonally forward. Now however, in this case, suppose the pawn jumps out 2 squares and lands beside this pawn. Well, this is what's called the en passant rule. The white pawn can still take it as if it had only moved 1 square. So it's probably the most confusing rule to teach in chess, and I usually leave it till last. So let's see once more. Pawn jumps out 2 squares and lands beside this. This pawn then can take it like this, and that's called taking en passant. Now there are a few other rules. If you're going to take the pawn en passant, let's say this goes here, white must take it now. You can't wait for any other moves. You've got to do it immediately, because imagine if you didn't, this pawn went on and became a queen and took half of your pieces. Then it would be difficult to take the pawn en passant. So if you're going to take the pawn en passant, it must be taken immediately after the pawn jumps out, like this. And the other rule is you can only take using en passant once in the game. Each side can do it once. So black could do it once, white could do it once. Now let's look at let's suppose we're up here. The black pawn has reached black's 5th rank. It's white's turn. If white moves here, black can take it like this. This is a normal capturing move. If the pawn jumps out 2 squares, black can still take it like this, as if the white pawn had only moved out 1 square. Again, you can only do it once in the game, and if you're going to do it, you must do it straight away. Now let's suppose the situation had arisen that this had moved here first, black moved something else, and this moved here. This is not allowed. You cannot do this. The pawn must have jumped out 2 squares, not 1 and 1. The pawn must have jumped out 2 squares. Another question I get asked is, can it apply to other pieces? In other words, suppose the rook moved here, can the black pawn take it like this? The answer is no. It's only a rule that concerns pawns. No other pieces are involved, only pawns. So this concludes the explanation on the en passant rule. So thank you for watching.